suspect you've heard rumors about
Hello, welcome to Jump and Johnny Gaming. Welcome to part 3 of my State of Decay 2 Heartland DLC walkthrough. Not long after finishing the last main quest, the first part of taking back Trumbull Valley, Reba calls and you can go back to the base to recruit her, and a red talon survivor called Chavez also calls out for help. I decided to pick up Chavez before going back to the base to recruit Reba. So head to Chavez's location and talk to him, and you find out he's infected. If you have the plague cure on you, you can give it to him. If not, you have to go back to another location and search the area for one. Then give it to him and take him back to the base so you can recruit him.
Anybody out there? I'm on my own and the fever's getting bad. I'm not gonna last much longer. I'm sorry I ran. I'm sorry. I wish I could take it back, but I can't. Please. I don't want to die alone out here.
I found some useful things while I was out.
Yo, are you the evac team? Did Red Talon send you?
Sorry, kid. No such luck.
Shit, I am so fucked. I can't believe I let myself get infected. Now I'm too weak to retrieve the cure we brought in. Thanks, amigo. I'm not sure I deserve it, but I appreciate it. I know I don't deserve it, but did you get the cure? I'll remember this day, amigo.
This should be useful.
It had been gathering up every scientist and engineer it could find. Biologists, chemistry professors, grad students, anyone who might be useful. I was fortunate enough to be pulled out of a particularly nasty situation by some very brave soldiers. The next thing I knew, I'd been assigned to one of the science teams working on the seige problem.
Chavez unlocks the Utilities Complex facility, which provides power and water to your base.
Welcome to base. Don't touch my shit.
You don't know how much this means to me. Don't you worry. No way I'm gonna let this crew down.
I hope you don't mind me showing up like
Reba's hunting skills provide special cooked meals in the kitchen that benefits the survivor's health and stamina. Continue to upgrade your base and continue making screw components.
folks are probably my last chance of having any friends out here. I've burned all my other bridges. Thanks. I know I'm not the easiest to live with sometimes, but I'll make it worth your while.
It ain't much, but it's home.
blood plague come from? Though we had scattered reports of similar infections after the outbreak. Plague zombies didn't appear for quite some time. Were the Zeds evolving somehow? Was this a natural development or something artificially induced? Questions like those kept me and my team very busy, I can assure you.
Now the next main quest is to take down the plague wall on the crash plane, and I was wholly unprepared for how hard it is. Bring the best weapons and grenades you got. You will be given some plague busters. These bombs are deadly to the blood plague, and you throw it at the weak spot in the wall, which looks like a bloater's body. Then you will be able to damage it for a short while, then the wall's defences goes back up, and you have to throw another plague buster. Like a plague heart, zombies and special type zombies turn up while you are taking down the wall. A tip I found out later is that I had to restart this quest as I got overwhelmed and ran out of supplies and nearly lost my survivor. Every time you take down a plague wall's health, it stays down, no matter how many resets you do. The health is in 3 bar sections. You will get attacked by a variety of zombies, and later walls, several juggernauts. So as soon as you take down a health bar, you can exit the game and reload. The plague wall's health will still be down, but the zombies will be gone. Very handy, especially for the end missions.
See how they work. You see that red bloater belly behind the cloud? That's the spot we need to target with all our attacks. Go ahead and throw one of those plague busters into the cloud and see what happens.
Fire in the hole!
Toss that plague buster, then hit that bloater belly hard. Only that exposed bloater belly can actually be hurt. Other spots on the wall are still armored up. Plague zombies, so be ready. See the difference? Their poison gas, bloater belly loses its protective shell. You can damage that exposed bloater belly with bullets, explosives, or even pointy sticks. It regenerates that shell pretty quick. You gotta hit it hard and fast after throwing that plague buster. Now you can throw another plague buster to keep making progress. Now you can throw another plague buster to keep making progress.
Don't let up now! Nearly out. Don't let up now! I think we got this one.
That's how it's done. As you can see, taking falls down is not an easy task. Here are some toys the doc made with those harvested poison glands. I call them plague busters. Now, let's go see how they work. You see that red bloater belly behind the cloud? That's the spot we need to target with all our attacks. Go Go ahead and throw one of those plague busters into the cloud and see what happens. Let's see how you do. Toss that plague buster and hit that bloater belly hard. Only that exposed bloater belly can actually be hurt. Those spots on the wall are still armored up. One thing to remember, this is gonna draw a bunch of plague zombies. Be ready. Using gas, bloater belly, its protective shell. Damage that exposed bloater belly with bullets, or explosives, or even pointy sticks. It regenerates that shell pretty quick. You gotta hit it hard and fast after throwing that plague buster. One more thing we should talk about. That's how it's done. As you can see, taking one of these plague walls down is a easy task. Hurt bad.
Fire in the hole!
The doc has authorized my request.
Once the plague wall is down, you will unlock an achievement for taking down your first plague wall, and Captain Logan offers to join your community. So take him back to your base, heal your character or change your character, and Logan will more than likely have some blood plague infection. Logan allows you to upgrade your base defences, and only one more survivor to recruit to get the full house achievement, which you should get the call straight away when dropping Logan off.
Understood. Logan out. Ah, yes. I'm gonna miss that sunny, warm disposition. All right. How about you show me where I'll be bunking?
I like what I'm hearing. That bloater looks infected.
You've done a pretty good job fortifying this place, but I might be able to provide a few tips.
I like what I'm hearing. Welcome to base. Don't touch my shit.
Thanks for letting me join your team. I'll be here when you need me.
Hey there, I've been listening to your chatter over the radio, and you're doing it all wrong. Lucky for you, I'm here, and I'm willing to help you out. I'm the person who can solve all your problems. All you have to do is come over and chat. Look, are we sure about this plan?
Sir?
At this point in the game, I have collected a lot of plague samples, so I have started to create and use plague cure vials to cure plague. At this point in the game, I have collected a lot of plague samples, so I've started to create and use plague cure vials to cure the blood plague manually instead of cheaply doing it at the medical facility. This is to work towards the 2 achievements for giving your current survivor plague cured 100 times and curing other survivors 100 times. I will show you how to boost this at the end of the walkthrough. I also, while been playing, using the fabricator constantly to create the screw components to make the other network weapons needed. Not only do you get the achievement, the last network weapon is the best weapon to take down plague walls. Time to recruit the last survivor that can join your community. Go to Izzbee's location, and she tasks you with going to several places in the map to track a signal and collect a part that she wants from a Cleo drop. The last location, the ladder to access the roof, is inside the building.
What we got here? Looks like you know how to follow directions. Exactly the skill set I'm looking for.
Oh, well, thanks for that, hon.
Now, let me explain what you're going to be doing. I just need you to drive to a couple of locations and read messages over the radio.
I'm not so sure about that.
No, seriously, that's basically it. But if you do it right, we're gonna be rich. All the supplies you ever wanted. So, what you think? You ready? You are really precious. All right, let me know when you reach the first location.
I can do that.
on the radio. Most people in this valley don't have the vision to understand what I've accomplished.
Okay. I'm near the first site now.
Roger that. What's the Zed situation?
Plague zombies. The situation is plague zombies.
You gotta clear them out. Too much plague in the air is bad for the signal.
Stay away from that cloud.
Hey, you alright? You still got that message I gave you?
It's clear. This... You want me to read this?
It's for science, babe. Just read it.
Hold the newsreader's nose squarely, waiter, or friendly milk will countermand my trousers.
That's it. One down, one to go. Get out there, Tiger. There's big stuff going on outside this little valley, you know. Things that most people have no clue about.
I'm not so sure about that. Now, this shouldn't take long.
Okay, same deal as before. Kill the Zeds, then make the broadcast.
This better not be a mistake. You'd better not be making fun of me with this.
Come on, don't wuss out on me now. Read it.
What is this that roareth thus? Can it be the motor bus?
Terrible motorbike must translate. Continue calls for clambake. And now we wait. Order derived. Kilo Angel 22 Mike. Holy crap, it worked. Go to the third site, hurry.
Hold on. What was that weird voice I just heard?
That was Cleo. Nobody's exactly sure what she is. I mean, nobody but me. I started hearing her broadcast not long after the outbreak. It took me a while to get the right gear to pull off this trick. And if it actually worked, I just discovered the key to infinite supplies.
I see something.
My friend, you are looking at a genuine, precision-targeted Cleo supply drop. So, do you still think I'm some crazy weirdo?
Fire in the hole! No room for that.
Red Talon thinks they've found a way to steal blueprints and gear from Cleo. They're fooling themselves. All they're doing is telling the government exactly where they are and what they're up to. Classic psyop.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is wrong with these morons?
How about you eat a big hot plate or shut the fuck up?
Big success, just like I predicted. Wow, this is nice. I didn't expect the DoD to deliver such pristine design.
Are you saying this thing was made by the government?
What, you think those nerds at the network have the skills to build and operate an automated fleet of drones? Not likely. So, what'd you think? I think I'd make a good addition to the right team. Great. I knew you'd agree. Okay, let's head on over to Jurassic Junction.
Take Izzbee back to your base.
So surprised.
This will unlock her achievement for recruitment and the full house achievement for recruiting 8 survivors other than the 2 starting characters in a single playthrough. Now before we continue and complete the final main quests, Izzbee comes with an uplink facility that you can build that allows you to activate a Cleo drop, but will also activate a siege to your base, and always comes with blood pharaohs and juggernauts. There is an achievement for doing 10 sieges, and they have to be done in a single playthrough, and it's great for loot for the drops and to kill special zombie types if you still need those achievements. After the sieges, or in between sieges, so it's not too boring or grindy, I went off to search for the Cleo weapons, as that has to be done in a single playthrough as well. I didn't get all of them in this playthrough, but I will show you the locations where they frequently show up.
Welcome home.
Hey, this place looks nice. I'll let you know when I'm ready to call for our next Cleo supply drop.
Top left of the map is another army medical tent like the one that's close to your main base.
I'm a little full at the moment.
A bit further down on the map, on the left hand side, is an army outpost that is a possible Cleo gun location. Just remember, all army outposts and army related locations are possible to find the guns. I found a Cleo shotgun and pistol at this location, so remember to put it in your inventory and store it at your base just in case.
I have to finish off that one. For me, don't mind if I do. That's not going to fit.
Once you have built the drone uplink in your base, you can activate a Cleo drop. This will cause a siege to your base, and once that siege is finished, you can pick up a Cleo drop somewhere close by on the map. The siege lasts 3 minutes, and a blood juggernaut will always attack at the end. Once the mission ends, it will count as a siege complete. You don't have to pick up the Cleo drop. Make sure you check all your survivors at the end of the siege, as anyone can easily get infected with the blood plague. Do this 9 times and you'll unlock the Cleo Can You Hear Me achievement.
I remember when my kids used to play on that dinosaur.
This is Cleo. Connection established. All right, we're connected. We need all hands on deck at home, because the signal I'm sending will drop plenty of deads.
I'm not used to living in such a large home.
Okay, we gotta hold the fort until Cleo accepts my request. We've got to hold them off!
Yep, looks like we're not done yet.
Joe, we need to prep for the next wave.
Processing. Stand by. Just so you know, this could take a bit.
Screamer here. You just hate listening.
Lock and roll, motherfuckers. It's time to regulate.
I remember when my kids used to play on that dinosaur. Seems like forever ago.
Processing. Stand by.
She's almost done, I promise.
Barrel incoming.
Over the head! This place sure has a lot of room for good facilities.
God damn it, a juggernaut!
This is Cleo. Order derived. Kilo Angel 33, Mike.
Okay, the call's complete. Let's clean up the stragglers.
We survived through yet another one of these. Damn, we sure are resilient.
This is Cleo. Package delivered. 1-1 Tango Mike Papa 2-5 Delta 0-5 Papa. Please transmit service feedback within 24 hours.
There it is. Somebody go grab the goodies.
Now for more locations for the Cleo guns to be at. The town, Marshall, at the bottom of the map, where the Plague Wall Gauntlet is situated, has a lot of locations to check. Starting from the right hand side of the section, you will find Army Refugee Camp, Ordnance Supply Tent. The roadblocks has a chance to have Cleo weapons as well. I would, however, leave the Army Refugee Camp till after Dr. Hoffman sends you there in the main quest. To the right of the previous locations are the Army Roadblock and Blaine's Fortified Grocery. Now I've shown you a few examples of the Cleo weapons and a few guns that I have found. Your playthrough will be different, as you will find different Cleo weapons in different locations. So I'm going to show you the rest of the locations that Cleo weapons can be found, and you are not guaranteed to find all weapons in a single playthrough. It could possibly take a lot of playthroughs, depending on how lucky you are. Again, on the left hand side of the previous locations is 4 army locations to search, all grouped up together. And while still in Marshall, in between the army locations, you can search the Alamo barbecue, and to the north of that location is an unmarked army roadblock that you can search as well. There is an army roadblock on the very left entrance to Marshall. To the left side of the lake, on the middle left side of the map, North Fairfield, is a red talon outpost. And finally, if you go southwest from the crash plane that had the plague wall, you will find a fortified camp.
No more of that.
Now once you have done everything you want to do in this playthrough, it's time to finish the game with the final quests. Now first things first is to make the place that Dr. Hoffman is as an outpost, as it's very close to the brutal plague wall gauntlet that you will have to do. As it's much quicker to get much needed supplies instead of going back to your base. Make sure your base is fully upgraded with everything and plenty of supplies to activate perks that your facilities can do, like cooking a feast and using medical supplies to extend your health and stamina. Start making the advanced blood plague cure that not only cures you, but for a limited time makes you immune to infection. The best health kits and stamina, the Masterwork assault rifle with plenty of ammo, and you will be able to get continuous quests to get bloater glands, which you will need to get. I would say at least 10 glands for enough bombs to finish all the walls.
Time for you to see what we're up against. Get up on that survey platform and look for a plague wall in the direction of the courthouse.
Aye, aye.
I know you never wanted to see this again, but you have to. See that plague wall? That's how you get in.
You sure about this, Doc? A lot of good soldiers died in that gauntlet of death.
This is the plan, Captain. I expect you to follow it. Now look again. Past those barricades in the middle of town.
Is this what you were telling me about earlier?
If my theory is correct, it's ground zero for whatever has infected Marshall. I need you to get in there and figure out what's going on.
And then blow it up.
Perhaps. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before you can get through those walls, you'll need plague busters. A lot of them. I need to stay here to observe, so I can't be your supplier. Instead, I'm sending you to retrieve some equipment that will allow you to craft your own plague busters.
Am I the only one who feels like we're seeing more and more infestations around here? I'm looking to do some trading.
Sure.
Yell if you find what you're looking for.
This location was to be my primary lab.
I already found the facility mod that Dr. Hoffman requested, so it automatically counted, but once you got rid of the infestation, just search the place till you get the mod and drop it off at your base or outpost and install it in any facility you want, and that facility can start producing plague busters. You get 6 plague busters for each bloater gland you harvest. You can take 1/3 of a plague wall if you are fast enough, but I would make loads as it's handy to throw at hordes that swarm you to get rid of them, and there is an achievement for killing 10 zombies at the same time with 1 plague bomb.
I can't believe I'm living in a home decorated with dinosaurs. My little brother. I love this place.
Now we can get started making those plague busters.
All right, this is it. You have all the knowledge you need to take on the gauntlet of plague walls in Marshall. I recommend stocking up on plague busters and plenty of cure before you start your assault. You'll have time to rest and resupply between each assault. Good luck to you.
You can now call Dr. Hoffman anytime you want if you need more bloater glands, and you will get a location with 1 or 2 bloaters ready to harvest. I've had 3 at one location before, but if they are close to each other, I find that while you are harvesting 1 bloater, the other will explode.
This has gotta be the largest base I've ever seen.
guy.
Make sure you take advantage on all your facilities perks and stock up with the best weapons, plague cures you got, and remember if you get swarmed, you can just quit and restart every time you do damage to make things easier, as the Zeds will disappear, and like the plague hearts, the plague wall's damage will count and not reset. You have 4 walls in total to destroy, each wall gets further into the gauntlet area.
Man, that poison cloud looks nasty. Fire in the hole! It's hurting! It's hurting! I gotta take it out. I can't keep this up. For that wall.
The cool thing about getting hit with new problems is that you get to figure out new solutions.
Need to make this last mag count. Fucking piece of trash. Getting low on these. Time for another plague buster. This gun's dry. Holy shit, we took down the wall.
That's good. But we still have a lot more work ahead of us. I recommend resupplying at your base.
The walls do get stronger and more special types will appear, and you can see how much ammo is needed just to take the health down. So you will need so much ammo for the Masterwork Assault Rifle. I managed to take down the first wall without having to reset, but that soon changed on the second wall onwards. It got stupidly mental. The first health bar went down on the second wall and a juggernaut turns up. I have had up to 3 juggernauts turn up towards the end, so this is a good time. Instead of fighting for your life, just exit game and load up and they will be gone. I won't show every single wall, instead we will skip to the last wall in the game.
Oh hey, that's gonna come in handy. Now where am I gonna put that? Man, that poison cloud looks nasty. We heard it that time.
Now here we are at the 4th wall. Now as soon as you finish the wall, the game will end, and you will get the achievement Plot Armour for finishing the game with the 2 original survivors not dying. And if you played solo, you will get Heartlandia achievement. If you played it co-op, you will get the achievement How Red Was Our Valley. Now when you finish the game, you can pick Continue Game and it will restart to the 4th wall again. And this is handy for boosting several achievements. You would have to resupply loads, but there is an achievement for taking down 20 plague walls, and you can boost using the plague cure on yourself and other survivors by bringing a survivor with you and standing on the red glowing stuff at the wall before you fire, and it will automatically give you plague cure. But I would wait if you're planning to do the other playthrough involving different starting characters to count towards the achievements before you boost them.
Ready to fall back. We're making headway. Hey, Doc. What's behind this last wall?
I'm not sure, but I haven't detected anything back there. Don't hold anything back. Take this last wall down, and your work is done.
Hey, Doc. What's behind this last wall?
I'm not sure, but I haven't detected any movement back there. Don't hold anything back. Take this last wall down, and your work is done.
Well, I'll be damned. The last wall is down.
Excellent work. I knew I was correct to have faith in you.
Seems like the coast is clear. Hold on. What the hell is that thing? Doc, I think you better get down here and take a look at this.
Don't touch anything. I'll be right there.
We won. We saved Trumbull. We found ways to turn the tide in our war against the Blood Plague. But in that moment of triumph, we had no idea how the box we opened that day would change our world forever.
Haven protocols are now enabled. Your cooperation in this experiment has been noted.
If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. There are tips, achievement guides and full walkthroughs posted every week. Thanks for watching, see you in part 4.